This is the warm-up for Monday and Tuesday, and this will be for several different classes, but if wherever it's linked, we will go through it. So anyway, last week we talked about how to use the line tool and the rectangle tool and a couple of other things. I'm going to go back over those real quickly for those that might have missed it. We created a shape, which was a simple rectangle, and then we created a spiral. Remember, the spiral tool can be found if I hold down the line tool and I go down underneath here. The spiral tool can also be worked if I press the up and down arrow. As I click, it will increase or decrease the points on or increase the circles on the spiral. Now with my right click enabled down in settings, I make sure you have your right click enabled. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to mouse, go to settings there, and then enable right click right here, secondary click to the right side. So with that done, I can right click on this and I can do transform reflect. And I can hit copy, so I can create two. Also, my default for the black arrow tool is if I hold down command, I can click and drag things over. So if I hold down command, I click and I drag this over here, I can then change the profile, and that's what we did yesterday. Let's talk about strokes and profiles. So over in these stroke panels, and if I don't see these menus here, where can I find them? And you remember the old adage, if I don't see my tools or anything, I always look under Window, okay? So we're gonna make sure this is Window Workspace Essentials Classic. I love the Essentials Classic because it pulls up everything you possibly need, all right? So for Essentials Classic, I'm gonna pull up the stroke panel, it's that one right there, and change the profile to be thick to thin. That is profile number 4, and I'm gonna bump up the weight. And if I click away, you can see it goes from thick to thin. Now I can bring it over here. I could even hold down command, hover out here, and rotate it just a little. And I can give it a stroke fill. Since it is a stroke, I'm going to give the stroke a color. So now I have that there. I can click on this rectangle. Now the rectangle has a fill but not a stroke. So I'm going to double click on the stroke, give it a green, trying to match closely that one right there. And then I can click on this one right here that's already there, and let's see what happens if I just click it and then I grab the eyedropper tool, boom. It gave me the exact same color. So that was last week's warm-up. We created the spirals of the flower. Today we're gonna do the spiral and how to do that. So without further ado, let's go to that today.